actually have a few photos. One that was taken at a time they did an article about the Grand Ocean.
Who's the strongest guy here that he pushed it?
Oh, we can do this.
I'm not too good at this. Oh, I did it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful old house.
Well, yeah, we've taken everything out. There was a wall in here,
Oh my.
and this used to be one apartment, and then this was the staircase to the other.
When
So,
did you get the staircase?
well, we started this year, just about a month or two ago.
Yeah.
The
On this
staircase, I
property.
thought it was gone, but it
Yes,
isn't.
no, this was
It's
here. This part was still here. We're missing, as you can see, the newel post,
Oh, yeah.
everything else.
I thought
And that's all the pipes that they made for the other apartments.
Oh, jeez, right to the.
I mean, oh, yeah. So, as off the center of the room.
You didn't have the porch in the original house?
Yeah, the original house has this porch and it has the wraparound. We hear the story a little bit that this was added for the grandmother that lived here so they could wheel her outside,
Oh, that probably.
okay, onto the porch because it was easier to do it
She
there.
used to sit right over here.
Grandmother's chair was right there.
That's the story we're collecting.
Right next to
Okay, so we do a little like historical, I think we're gonna put lead glass in. We think that'll look beautiful with the lights coming through.
I know there
Okay,
was.
so this is the sill, the natural,
I know
the
there
sill
was.
would be here, and that makes sense then, because that would come up this high.
And there was probably more glass up there.
Yeah, this was one big thing, and we think we're gonna get some lead glass design come in, and
Right.
you can see how pretty that would be.
And so this is the dining room.
Right, and then, now if I'm not mistaken, originally there's a window in here from the original home, looking out that
I
way.
think so.
Okay, I think that one we're gonna leave alone because it's a nice table
Yeah.
area,
Right.
you know, and there's enough light coming in this way.
The kitchen looks about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably.
Those old radiators.
I don't know if those, I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I was
Yeah.
just wondering.
And then you got storage.
Chicago and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That was the main thing.
How was this? Did this have something like this or was this just a railing?
I don't recall what it was.
Because when you look at it, it looks like something was
Uh-huh.
built out to this distance.
Yeah, you have to have modern comfort even with old restoration. Okay, let's follow Joe.
Yeah.
They made a kitchen in here, so this all comes out.
Yeah, but we're happy.
Yeah, because this is where you would enter this bedroom.
This was at Uncle Dan's room and that one was at George's room.
Okay, so this was Uncle Dan, the Dan Arpin who built that house. Okay.
The biggest room.
This wall wasn't here, it just went on.
Okay, under the stairway?
Maybe that
Okay,
was
there's
his
two of
room.
them.
I don't know why he wanted that.
Maybe that was his room, Mom.
But I love.
But this was
I love
Uncle
this
Dan's in here.
This is Dan's room.
Hold on.
room. I can look out the window. and
You got the
see
big
what's
one.
going on, the pool.
What did you say about Paris?
No, no, he figures, he figures.
I am going to put you here and take your picture. I think it would be a nice fireplace.
Yeah,
This room is lovely.
the bed used to be right here.
Whose room is this, Mom?
This was,
And wait,
the room that I stayed in when I was here. I think it was Aunt Georgie's room originally, but then when Grandma got sick,
Judy.
she moved downstairs and Aunt Georgie moved down there with her.
It was really cold.
nice you're getting videos.
Looks like we got one.
Do it on the deck. That would be good. Do we need these?
No, the deck would be,
Civil engineers.
Yeah, so.
At least 14 Allisons here today.
Are there?
She's the one with the minnows over there and the blue
Minnow
thing.
eating.
Minnow eating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's just great that you all could make it here, and I can't think of a better family reunion to host on this property than the Arpins. And I was just going to give you a little bit of background, and then some of you can eat. So we'll have a bus tours going out and if any kids want to go out to the swimming hole, we can take kids out there. I just ask that some other adult be responsible for everybody out at the beach because I'm not life-saving today. And
We have, of course, keg beer up on the deck.
you have keg beer up
There's
on the-
refreshments, other root beer and things like that. Inside on the bar, we have gin and tonics.
So this is an aerial map of the property, and usually when I do a tour, I start out by saying 125 years ago, and by the way, on that we are getting a plaque from the Growers Association in August at a summer meeting for 125 years of continual cranberry growing. So thank you, Arpins. And as long as you all be at the field day, or if you can come, it's August 5th in Warrens, that would be fun to have somebody help me receive that plaque. But there's, anyway, 125 years ago, a lumbering family by the name of Arpin started this cranberry marsh. And we call it a cranberry system. Everything within the red lines is the property, and it's virtually the same property that was held by the Arpins 125 years ago. We refer to it as a system because it takes a lot of water, which is all the dark area on here, which we call reservoirs, to grow cranberries. Cranberries is one of 3 native North American fruits. If anybody can name the other 2, I'll give them an extra root beer. Anybody know?
Tomato.
No. Table, lots of sand, obviously, it's the bottom of a lake, and acid conditions, and that's all that's necessary to grow cranberries. Of these wetlands, the reservoir system, there's about 3,000 acres of reservoir that supports 330 acres of cranberries. The total system is 6,000 acres. We've got about 2,500 acres in a forestry management plan. Most of the management is for wildlife diversity. It's kind of a sidekick. After all, this is not just a job or a business here, but it's also a way of life. And most of us hunt and fish, particularly our son likes to fish. I like to eat them, but anyway, let me give you a little, you can look closer at this map later, but on the tour we'll show, it's not in producing beds right now, and when I say a bed, it's the area surrounded by a dike, and there are all of these little uneven, and you can tell our marsh is one of the older marshes because it's all uneven, and when they were doing hand digging back then, you know, you appreciate you know, what they went through to get to where we are today. And there's, I thank the Arpins every night in my prayers. Trust me. Anyway, there's, what we're going to do is we're going to go out on the marsh. Here we are here. Here's County Road D. We're going to go on the marsh. We'll show you where the old Gary and borrowed all of Central's, or rented all of Central's equipment to operate his marsh down here. And then in 1959, when the cranberry scare was, and for those of you who remember that, it was a pretty sad scene for the industry. Nasty lies were spread about what we were doing. But
Okay, each of you grab him and oh, yo, God! Oh,
anyway,
Where do you want to go?
there's something going on over there. Estelle, nice to see you. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so glad you have this family.
I'm so glad that we have you.
And Judy,
Yes.
nice to see you.
Oh, thank you.
That's
So
great.
wonderful to be here.
Oh, good. They were chopping it.
Now, there's a chair you can sit on. It'll be hard to get out of.
Coming out. But the sisters.
Oh, there's a dead one in there.
Yeah.
Well, don't pick that one.
Hyper one. No, don't use that one.
That one here, Laura. Laura.
Okay.
Ones you can't
I'll
catch.
forget that other one out of there.
I want this one.
Okay, you have to start it. Who's going to start him?
Me. I get
First of all,
I can't put them in the water.
And touch.
Go the wrong way.
Come on.
Can't touch the water. You can make them. I can't touch the water.
Yes,
That's no fair. You used the same one.
Whoa.
Winner!
My turn.
I think that one's been out.
It's funny how some of them just sit there.
Some of those. You want them that are real squiggly.
You want to put your last name there? Can you put Mark? M.O.
I really thought you wouldn't.
William Arpin Schmidt. You remember when you were collecting names? Look at that. Wow. Go show me
Wasn't that nice?
Go see Tata Jen?
Oh, yeah.
John Baptiste. I bet you that's
You didn't know that? It's the best kid come out of you ever saw.
Yes, now I remember. You saw us come by and see my grandfather. I was like, come by here.
You missed the bus. This is not a very good thing for me to be in this game. Here are you. This is your cousin, Sue. This is how she spends her time.
Well, I think the main son just thinks that your son, that's but, you know, Papa was not that way. You're working, that's all.
You have to be at least 35. And
Have you admired my grandchildren?
Oh, your grandchildren. That little girl is so...
There's three little girls, Father Kurt.
You remember I was the first one to use your guest room bed. Years and years and years ago. I don't think I had kids yet.
There was never a time where I didn't
Well, it must have been before the first one. This was when you and Bruce were first in Madison.
Okay, you're on.
Reese Georgie's granddaughter. And this is my daughter-in-law, Bridget, my son, Stephen, my daughter, Mary.
This is usually when she forgets right here.
I think this one is Sue. Susie. My daughter, Robin.
My son Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, look at me. Our daughter, Judy.
My daughter, Judy, and my husband, Cliff.
This is Steve.
And David didn't come, and neither did Mark. So.
We're also missing Terry and Paul.
We're plenty mad at David, Mark, and Paul.
That's right. Well, not mad at Terry, huh?
Well, Terry has an excuse.
Okay, and how do you feel about the reunion so far? Are you enjoying it?
It's wonderful. Very fascinating seeing the house that Mom lived in when she was little. And all the pictures that we have seen them in real life. Yeah, it was very emotional. Very fascinating.
We're hoping somebody will adopt us so we can stay here.
We're really looking forward to seeing the renovations of Georgie's house when it's finally finished in 4 years. We can hardly wait for that.
Sue, who remembers sitting on the steps.
On the steps, yeah. That velvet little cushion
And
there.
what I remember, you running up the one stairs and then hiding from me running down the other.
I can remember between the two houses making a snowman.
Georgie's house, there were so many stairways, the servants' stairways, and going up to the third floor, the big stairway.
The back one's gone right now. But they're going to put it back in. About this whole reunion is that everywhere we go, we hear our own voices. It's just, everyone sounds alike. You know, so every time someone calls a name, we think it's... Yeah, if you listen, you can all have hear the same voices. Timbre in all of the voices, especially the women.
We're not talking mental age, we're talking chronological here.
Okay. Should I deliver it back to them? Okay, this is the youngest child award. Oldest person here.
This is stacked, isn't it? This is stacked with the Craigs, isn't it?
This is stacked deck with all our families.
Anybody older than my mom, Estelle? She's 88, going to be 89 in 2 weeks.
82.
I think my mom gets the prize.
Oh yeah.
Estelle Craig.
Oh my God, now what would I get a prize?
Travel the farthest to get.
Spain, I think. Good prize.
Barobio.
From where in Spain?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Okay, so you can all calculate her on her travels. Okay, then I have a prize for the most Wisconsinite person here.
That was my guess.
The most faithful Wisconsinite who has stayed the closest to this territory, has been here the longest, and who lives the closest to the two houses we toured.
Tommy.
There's a stack deal. Tommy, where's Tommy?
Does Tommy?
Mary deserves it.
Who's the winner? You're the winner. Congratulations. And I want to also say that Mary gets a lot of credit for this gathering. She's been our local contact.
All right, you guys pose, because you both are getting credit.
Story. The best storyteller of the family. The one who has the best. Oh, there's one more before that. That has to be the last one. The one more before that. We have a prize for the biggest family. Who has the most? They don't have to all be here, but who has the most children? I guess that's what you're
That's an Arpin family. I think
Percentage
that's
of the family.
Okay. Your mom.
I'm Steve Hickman, and my mom is Clarice Hickman, and she's living in Waukesha right now, just outside of Milwaukee.
And she has 7 kids.
7, yeah. I'm the last 7, and this is my youngest.
Thank you. We need someone to tell a good family story, maybe on someone else or on themselves or whatever. And I'm hoping we have some storytellers in this family because that's really what this is all about. It's about bringing back the past and remembering the good things.
We're from Arthur, Van Artie's family. I'm Joy Benson, my brother Jack Hansen.
Jean Arpin Hansen, if
Yeah.
you would, please.
And this is Jack Benson, my son. Dennis
Guilty.
Woodward from New Mexico, son-in-law. Sister Donna Howe from Colorado. Granddaughter is from New Mexico, Lauren. Her birthday is today. And Molly Benson, California. And we've got more family scattered someplace else, but we're so happy to be here. Love it.
Biron Castle.
Yeah, we're going to go see Biron.
Great.
We've got to go see the cranberries
Good.
just about now.
Awesome. This is my mother Mary, my uncle Tom and his wife Roxy, my stepfather Fritz, my uncle's brother Timmy, and his
Invisible wife.
his significant other just took off on us. My cousin Jackie and her husband Bob, my luscious cousin Jenny, and my Uncle Tom's other son Dickie and his wife Wani.
Our witty one here, Wani.
No, the bell tones was the hitty witty one. Yeah, I like that one.
That was a good one. There's Sue.
And here's Timmy's wife Sue with her daughter Tiffany. There you go. Well, and now Jenny has competition for luscious. Yeah, she's a shy one.
I'm Barbara Beeman Eberly, and my mother was Cecile Arpin. That's the one sister in Edmund Arpin's family. And she always was very interested in family, and so she would be thrilled to be able to be here today. And we're so thrilled with Estelle that she really got behind this idea to have the family reunion. And I think everybody, except John's family, I don't think they have any representatives, but everybody else is represented, except for Dan, of course, who didn't have any children. Enough.
Maurice DeNevers, well actually Maurice Edmund Arpin DeNevers Jr. Yeah, I can't believe I have this many good-looking cousins.
The girly mouth.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Mary Arpin, now Mary Arpin Stoll, and I am Harold Arpin's daughter. And my brother is Tommy, and my other brother's Peter, and then there was Julie, and I was the baby. And I think this reunion is the most wonderful thing, and we're very, very grateful that everybody thought about it, and we're having a great time too.
Arpin Till, and my father was Edmund P. Arpin Jr., and my brother's Edmund P. Arpin III, and I brought two of my daughters, Janet and Chris, with me, with two of their children. They're from Orlando and from Aiken, South Carolina, and I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. And we're having such a wonderful time, and it's such a beautiful day. Couldn't have been a more perfectly planned outing. It's just been fun the whole time.
Storyteller.
She'll give you the straight version of that whole thing.
I'm Chris Till Garland, and I'm Helen Till's daughter. And we used to come up here in the summers and ride the train overnight and come to Wisconsin and visit with John and Chip and Joey and all the cousins and have adventures and good times and lots of storytellings and stuff. I was the oldest, so I usually had the most stories to tell. All of them.
That had nothing to do with it.
We were up north, so none of it could be proved if it was true or not what I was saying. So anyway, a lot of our childhood is wrapped up in memories of coming up to Yankee Land, to Neenah, and all these strange customs and things like that. We just loved it, and they thought we were pretty strange
Tell
too.
about the ghost, Chrissy, about the ghost.
Oh no, now. No stories. That's it.
John Arpin, I'm the oldest son of Ed Arpin III. We grew up in Neenah, and I live in Sheboygan over the last 20 years. Worked for Georgia Pacific. And I'm married to Becky Peters Arpin. We have two children, and this is a great great outing. We're really having a great time. Thanks for having us.
Here, let me get a picture.
35, yeah, that is kind of cute. Ooh, look, it's getting on camcorder. Edmund P. Arpin Jr., 587 East Wisconsin Avenue. Used to have a hammock a little bit like this between good old elm trees in his backyard. And I can remember being younger than Clay there, who's only 7, and getting swung by my grandfather. And he would whistle a little tune that went kind of like this. Woof, woof, woof. And he would go like that. It was some of the best memories of my youth, was being in that hammock. John, do you remember how the rest of that song went?
It's on you.
It's on me. Okay. Hello, I'm Jean Cornet. I'm the granddaughter of Arsène and Fleurette Denevere Arpin. And we are here, Louis and I, with our 2 grandchildren, Camille Mott and Catherine Schmidt, to celebrate this wonderful family reunion and have been filling in the blanks and making contact with relatives we never knew we had. And I was just telling the story of Papa's gold nugget, Arsene's gold nugget, that his father, John Arpin, brought home from the gold rush in the 1850s in California, and my grandfather always wore it as a tie tack. After he passed away, my mother had it made into a finger ring with the gold nugget on top. But regrettably, she took it with her when she went to France one time, and it was stolen from her luggage. So we were just telling gold rush stories as well. And we're having a wonderful time and finding out a lot about our Canadian and Wisconsin roots.
Genealogist in the family, and she really has found out about this bunch of people. There was a fellow in Kentucky, was it?
Yes.
Who really did some research on the Arpin family tree, takes it all the way back to the 1600s, and it's really impressive to know that there's pretty good blood in this family, along with, I'm happy about it for my children, you know, to know that they did get good blood. And along with the various relatives that we found out that you have, such as Louis Joliet, the discoverer of the Mississippi River.
We can document that.
Yeah. And then presently, all of these Arpins that have Denevere blood in them are akin to the present Prime Minister of Canada and the present Canadian Ambassador to the United States. So really the blood's not bad at all. And it's nice to know that I'm married into such a good family.
Did Sylvie sign her name in the book? So people are signing it over there on the table.
I just got to find Mark.
I'm not sure whether I want to be part of that.
You're the baby, your friend.
Still live at home.
Still live at home. Oh, I'm good.
Where's that little book from Skills? Is that on that table?
Who are you related to? And
I'm Tom Arpin, and for years I used to hunt out here, and it's really a fantastic place that they've got here now. And Mary Broswell Brown is really something else. I don't know of anybody else who could handle a job like that. You know.
good. Peter?
Well, I'm back in Wisconsin after many, many years. lived in, right now I'm living up in Incline Village in Nevada, and I still love the wilds. And I'm still cross-country skiing.
And how old are you now?
I'm 81 now.
Yeah?
Yeah. And
My kid brother.
his little brother.
Okay.
And I never lived a lot in Wisconsin, but I sure hear a lot. I heard a lot about the Arpin Marsh, which is now the Brazo. What is it? Brazo Marsh, I guess.
Brazo Brown.
Yeah.
And we certainly enjoyed the tour. As Tom said, our guide was.
We converted down here.
Yeah, good. Are you enjoying the reunion?
Yes, I sure am. It's pretty wonderful to come back to a reunion. We've never had a reunion that I know of before.
This is really something.
There's 125 people I've heard, and I believe it because I
Yeah,
sure see a lot of people from all branches of the family. And, we've got a pretty marvelous bunch of people.
Great.
Nice looking people too.
Good, good.
Okay.
Thanks. Reunion and...
Okay. Well, Stell, you did a great job in organizing this, and I think everybody loved every part of it, including the tour today on the old family marsh, and especially going through Uncle Dan's house, and what's being done to Aunt Georgie's house. And we certainly appreciate everything you put into this and your family too. Thank you.
I'm Linda Ellis, and my father is Tom Arpin, and so I'm from EP's side of the family. I've had a wonderful time gathering pictures and making things for this reunion. I've learned more about my family, whom I enjoy and see on a regular basis anyway, but to see the distant relatives has been just great. Really enjoyed myself.
Such a great time at this reunion. I loved every single minute of it, and to see all these people with whom I've always been friends and haven't seen for so many years has been unbelievable. Thank you for this wonderful.
And the adults are very well posed.
Okay, come, let Elise come back in.
Want to walk? Come on, want to walk?
Don't mess with me.
Break, Bruce, where are you going? I have one more to take.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. I can really see Christine. Go, gal. I can really see Christine. Go, gal.
You're holding me back. Well, she's blocking everyone's face if she's that close to me. There we go. Okay. Aaron
says I've just learned
So, you know, say who you are and hello.
Really a wonderful experience meeting the Cranes.
And your hair sticking straight.
My hair is sticking straight.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
only my wife would notice. Right.
Nobody cares.
This is probably going to be an annual event now. I'm
Whoever
right
wants to
looking
go
forward
to the
to it.
beach, I'm going to take whoever's not.
Well, it's been great seeing all these guys, especially those all the way from California, France.
Yes, but I've been blessed with a wonderful wife who fits right into this Anderson picture.
Yeah.
Because she's from Mississippi.
Yeah, but can't keep them straight.
Like Uncle Artie.
Like Uncle Artie, yeah, and Uncle Joe, and all of the rest. But anyway, when I think I've got it straightened out, I'm all confused.
Well, anyway, it's been a great time.
Good.
We're just waiting for next year now when we can come back.
We're over in Lake George, New York, and we'd like to see Arpins over there. No one has come to see us, so we'd be very happy to see anyone who comes over our way. It'd be great.
Good.
We have a special new little apartment in our garage for anybody that comes to visit, so we're just waiting.
Good.
You want to try this, Aaron?
I know.
I mean,
I know. It's great. Color
one of the E
viewfinder.
words.
It's an amazing thing. It's pretty fun.
Oh, yes, I did. Heather, yep, came right back in.
Never seen an object.
Thank you.
These aren't cranberries, are they?
Uncle John, how many of these have you eaten today?
I can't, man, Aunt Cherry, it's going to be a tough night for you.
It always is. It doesn't
Oh, it's
make
gonna
any
be-
difference what he eats.
It's going to be an extraordinary night for you.
Well, the people on either side will find it that way too.
Yeah.
Another Craig is
Just keep a match lit and pray.
You mean this is something?
Oh.
I know what you mean.
Oh.